Hey everybody, this is Rust is Best, Primer is Best brother. I appreciate you watching all of his videos all the time and keeping up with him and Mrs. PIB. Isn't she great? She's a lucky woman. Anyway, I wrote a country song. By the way, I'm all the way from Riceville, Tennessee. I'm way down south. So I wrote a country song. It's about Chevy and GMC trucks. It goes something like this. I threw my cell phone into the creek after she said goodbye. She said she'd found somebody else that loved to go camping and hang out at bars at night. I said, honey, I can't sell my GMC and Chevy trucks. They just need too much work. I can't just kick them out in the street and let them sit there and rot back into the earth. So I bought myself a new cell phone and loaded it up with pictures of C10 trucks. And I realized at that moment that my true love is Chevy and GMC trucks. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video of my brother singing. His name is Rust is Best. And he's a pretty good singer, I think. A lot of people say we sound alike, but I guess that's part of being brothers, isn't it? Okay, he's left. My wife has went to go visit with her mom for a little while, run a few errands and this, that, and the other. So I'm trying to take advantage of this day. It's finally quit raining for a while, I'm hoping, and I'm wanting to get this bed done. This is something I have been dreading to do, because it's rough on my knees. I'm using this leather brown satin that I got at Co-op. I'm going to see how quick I can get this done before the sun catches up to me. Right now I got a cloud, so that's helping. But remember, it doesn't have to be perfect, and I might get me just a little bit of, I might get me a little bit of Vaseline and put on a few spots just to make it look more authentic, I guess. Yeah, let me go do that. I'll be back in a few minutes. Boy, I'm glad my wife didn't see how dirty I left this. But I always call it Vaseline, but it's actually petroleum jelly. Guess we got this at CVS. But I've done the same thing. I basically do the same thing on nearly every truck that I get. And that is, I take advantage of patina style. That's what I'm into. I'm not into perfection. That's great for some people, and I'm proud for them, but I'm just kind of into this. So it's much more fun, patina style for me. So I've put Vaseline up there before on Papa. If you're interested in watching the video, it's a 78 C10 long bed truck that goes by the name of Papa, and I put Vaseline there and see how good it looks. I just done all this scuffing up kind of quick and with some bricks and this, that, and the other, and just tried to make it look like this truck was born this color, when in reality it was not. So I better lock that before I forget it. There we go. It was like this, two-tone. I've painted it all this, in case you're a new person to my channel. So I'm going to try to replicate this up here and put some Vaseline in some of these spots, the rusty spots, I guess, and some of the spots it looks like it's had some, things thrown up against it or slid into the truck as they's going down the road, that kind of stuff. So let me climb up in here and I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, I got me a few paper towels, and of course I got this petroleum jelly, and if you've ever seen me do this before, it's no big deal, but I put petroleum jelly on these spots here that I don't want the paint to stick to. Even though this is going to be brown, I'm not sure it's going to, sorry, I'm trying to hold it where you can see it. I'm not sure that's going to make much difference, but I'll do my best. That's all I can do, isn't it? Just do the best you can with what you got. And I try to make do with things I have here at home, so I don't have to get out and spend money. And there's always a bill to be paid or something, isn't it? Or it is here at home. Always something due. So this is what I'm doing. I just get it on my finger. If you've never done this before, if you're thinking about doing patina style, this is kind of a, in my opinion, a pretty good way to do it. The good thing about the stuff that I like here, patina style, is it doesn't have to be perfect. There's no right way or wrong way. It's just whatever you see in your mind that you think it ought to look like. Like if you just, I'm always pretending like, and you do whatever you want, of course, but I'm always pretending like I'm at a cruise in or something, and you know, what would it look like if I walked up on this truck? Would I think that it had been painted or not? And I'm trying to make it look like this is the, sorry I'm shaking this phone so much, but please forgive me. It's kind of hard to do one hand, and I'm trying to balance myself too. I'm an older guy, so just kind of bear with me. My finger is looking better from where I smashed the far out of it. So I'm proud of that. I'm fixing to lose this nail, I'm afraid. I done that putting the center cap on Papaw there, that truck. I was putting the last center cap on, and I had my little rubber mallet hammer there. And I just kind of got my finger in the way when I was hammering at the same time. There was a lack of communication between my two hands. One hand said hammer, and the other one said, put your finger there, see if it's going to hurt. Oh, anyway. Okay, that's probably good enough. Let's get on over here. Boy, a lot of good, while I'm doing this, I'll talk to you a minute if that's okay. A lot of good singers are passing away, aren't they? And people I thought were pretty good musicians, like Dusty Hill from ZZ Top. And my wife told me that Tom T. Hall passed away. I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, but you've probably heard his songs at one time or another. He made a lot of songs for other artists, and he was just really, really talented, and I enjoyed his music. I enjoyed his style. He wrote a Harper Valley PTA, if you're familiar with that, from like 1968 or 69 with Jeannie C. Riley, and let's see, the year that Clayton Delaney died, and he just wrote a whole bunch of good stuff. And I love, I guess that's the name of the song. I love, na 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 na. Anyway, it's been a while since I've heard that one, but I always enjoyed hearing that song. Oh boy, here comes that sun, and that's going to make my Vaseline start running, I'm afraid, if I don't hurry up. Sorry, sometimes I get carried away with my finger, and I'm not letting y'all see what I'm doing, but I think you get the gist of it, what I'm doing. No big deal. Like I said, no right way or wrong way at all. Just whatever's in your mind that you think looks great, looks good. And the good thing is, if you don't like it, all you got to do is spray over it. I'm not going to go overboard. I'm just going to put a little bit here and there, just enough to make it look. This brown paint that I'm fixing to spray on here, that's what's kind of got me bumfuzzled, because I'm hoping this stuff will even show through, because brown, it's kind of a, I'm talking like you maybe a new person to my channel, but it's kind of a dark brown. So I don't even know if it's a show through, but I'm going to give it my best shot as usual. Do the best I can. Okay, I think that's going to be good enough, and I'll let's see. I don't know, there's a good spot right there, and I still got Vaseline on my fingers. There's a good spot. I don't know if it'll, I don't know if it's going to work out or not. Anyway, when I get done painting, and it's kind of dry for a little bit, boy, there's a good one. I love spots like this right here. where the rust is. It's just surface rust. Let me know if you like Rust is best. He's a pretty good guy, seems like. He doesn't come visit very often. Thank God. Oh. Okay, I think I'm... Dadgum, there's a good one right there. I hate to miss out on that little splotch of imperfection. Anyway, okay, I got to get busy. I'll see y'all in a bit when I get started painting, okay? Whew. Man, that was a job. It took 2 of those great big cans of the brown and part of another one to get this done. And I was going as fast as I could. The sun, as you can see, has come out and the metal's getting hot. So I've got some Vaseline up here, and I need to get it off with a paper towel, but I'm going to wait just a few more minutes and let this stuff kind of dry. I'll put some Vaseline right around in here too. I don't know if you can see it, but like I said, I've never used brown before, like for patina or rust. I mean, where I painted the whole truck, I used brown to, you know, kind of make patina a little bit, but never, you know, painted a truck brown. I've painted a lot of colors, green, black, you know, yellow. There's all kinds of different colors of paint that I have painted on C10s before, but I've never used brown, so this will be interesting. But like I said, I'm going to let this dry for just a few minutes and make sure I don't get it on all over my knees and whatnot. And I might even move it over here to the shade because that metal is really getting hot and my knees are going to be on it. But I've got to be careful. I got them, I don't know if you can see them, but I got acorns and stuff that are starting to fall. So I don't want to get hit in the head with one of them. I'd say that hurt pretty bad. So, hey, I'll see y'all in just a minute. Just hang in there with me. Okay, guys, I got old Shannon here backed up in the shade, best that I can. And I'm going to jump in the back of this bed and scuff it up and make it look like it's the original paint. I'm going to be using some of my bricks and some pads and all kinds of stuff to kind of scuff it up and make it look bad. In case you're new to the channel or just stumbled across this video like some people do, it's a 78 GMC truck. And I'm doing a complete paint job on it. I've two-toned it, and I've ordered a lowering kit. I've ordered a 4/6 drop, and I'm waiting on my wheels to come in. I got some 20-inch torque thrust wheels, 20 by 8s, 20 by 10s in the back. I'm just waiting for them to show up, and I'm hoping a whole lot of good things are going to happen. The paint color to me looks much better than it did. It was just a dark brown all over, and so I kind of two-toned it. Once again, not to beat a dead horse, but I guess I will. If you have any bed chrome used, preferably used, I mean, that's what I'm kind of into. I don't want new nothing. I'd rather, unless it's mechanical stuff, new, but I'd rather have a used trim if you have it, long bed or short bed for this 78. As you can see, this is all I got, and I need it for the tailgate as well. If you have some, it's in decent shape. Doesn't have to be pretty. I don't mind dings or dents. I mean, just as long as it's halfway decent, I'd be interested in it. Just leave me a comment, and if I can afford it, I'd love to have it. So let me know what you come up with. If you have any, I sure would appreciate it. I've been checking everybody, so I'm just, this is the wrong time of year to go junkyarding because of snakes and ticks, and especially I've got to where I'm more scared of ticks than anything else. So that Lyme disease, and it's pretty prevalent around here, so I'm trying to stay on the concrete best I can and not get next to bushes and shrubs that might be have ticks on it. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to climb up in here in a little bit, and I'll get back with you in a second. Okay, guys, I guess it's time for the big reveal. As you can see, that's all petroleum jelly, Vaseline, whatever. I call it Vaseline because that's what I've always called it. So anyway, but it's petroleum jelly. So I'm going to take it off with this, and hopefully it'll show some patina. Cross your fingers. Hey! Well, let's see here. I might have to scuff that up a little bit more. I know I got some Vaseline down here, but see, this is what I was saying about the brown. It's going to be hard to bring it out because it was brown to begin with. So that was exactly what I was afraid of. I mean, it's going to show. I can see it. I don't know if you can, but anyway, do the best you can with what you got. Let's try this. Okay, I got me one of these sanding blocks. I just want it to look like it's the original paint to the truck. These old sanding blocks are wore out. I got some new ones, but hey, now that looks pretty good. But I was kind of saving them, but I might have to resort to them. Let's see what we get down here. Remember, I'm going to be, well, no, I don't guess I told you if you're a new person to my channel videos, but I'm going to be putting penetrol on this truck. That's what I'm working as hard as I can towards, is putting penetrol on the truck. If you've never used penetrol before, it's like a boiled linseed oil. If you've never used any of those products before, I have lots of videos showing how to do it. But in a nutshell, my goal is, see how that metal got hot there in the sun and it kind of made the Vaseline run? I would have started early. Anyway, I was prepared to start early this morning, but every time I come outside, it'd start raining, and so I had to wait to make sure that it had quit. Anyway, if you've never used penetrol or boiled linseed oil before, the purpose of it is, for my purpose, I'm trying to protect all this patina and not let the rust or anything else get any worse than what it already is. So far I like this up here pretty good, and it makes everything shiny. So if you have imperfections, they really, really shine, and it stands out, and that's what I'm after. So I've got me some, of course I've got all this mess here, but I've got me a couple of bricks. In a few minutes I'm going to start scuffing the floor of this truck so it'll look like it's been skinned up and used over the years. It's a 78, so it's 44 years old, so I'm going to try to make it look like it's still has life in it, but it is 44 years old. So that's my whole goal. I'll get back with you in a minute because I'm going to have two hands. I'll see y'all in a bit. Man, oh man, I'm glad I got that part done. I went and got me like I said earlier, I had a brand new sanding block brick. I'm not sure, but it's new. It was new. And these are all worn out. I just kind of keep them to make sure if I'm scuffing on something. I always keep my old blocks just in case I'm scuffing on something. I don't want to go too deep. You know, these are kind of wore out, and I can kind of see where I'm starting to get into territory that I need to stop at. So anyway, I got all this done best I'm going to do it, except I'm going to get my bricks and get in here and maybe put a few deep scratches in it. I know you can't tell much now. There's a whole lot of sanding, brown dust, sanding where I've been sanding. But I was trying to bring out like imperfections. Hey, if I could stand a little bit more. Perfect. So, sweat bees after me. Okay, I'm going to get in here with my bricks. And I haven't done the tailgate yet. I'm saving that for last. That's my dessert because I'm be anxious to get out of this bed. But I'm just going to put a few scratches in it. I don't know if you'll be able to tell much difference, but normally I can. I'm trying to make it look like the truck has been used, but still has life in it, and this is the original color. So I'm going to get up in here and give it a shot. You might have to excuse the racket because these bricks make a lot of racket. And my wife, as I said, is not here at the moment, so she's visiting her mother. And she normally films this part for me, but like I said, she's not here, so got to make do with what you got. Okay, let's see what happens here. I should have said hold your ears. Sorry, hold your ears. See those scratches? That's perfect. See what this guy does. He's got a little bit of concrete on the bottom, so it might do even better. I know it sounds crazy, you paint something and then you scuff it up to make it look bad, but that's just what I'm into. I want it to where if you come up on this truck walking up on it, you'd say, yeah, that's the original paint, you know, maybe, and you know, it's been a work truck its whole life. This cuts away at the paint a whole lot quicker than me sanding. And I'm just going random. Perfect. 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 I guess if you're wanting somebody to mess your car or truck up, I'm your man. When I put Penetrol on this, boy, is it going to look good. Y'all might be thinking I'm a nut. Maybe I am, but oh well, it's just what I like. If you have, sorry, I'm kind of out of breath. If you have random directions going, it's hard for your eyes to stay focused on one thing in particular because you got something going this way, up, down, this. That's what I'm trying to achieve. Anyway, that's the gist of it. I'm still going to do some more, but I'm not going to subject you to more of this noise and violence. Oh, beating this bed up. But no, that's really the look I'm after, is this right here. I'll get the leaf blower in a few minutes when I get all done, and I'll blow all this dust out. I'm going to do my best to try to get the penetrol on here just as quick as I can. It won't be today, but if my luck will hold out, hopefully sometime in the next day or two, I will be putting some penetrol on, and after I put some patina on the body of the truck, I like to, put patina on here and on the door and a whole bunch of places. So to me, that's the icing on the cake. Painting, not so much, but taping especially not so much. Anyway, I'll pause this here. I'll get back with y'all in a few minutes. Okay guys, I got some of the Vaseline off. There's some more right there. Oh yeah, there it comes. I need to look a little bit closer to some of the places I put Vaseline in, evidently. Oh yeah, I guess I put it in more places than what I realized. In any case, I've took my steel wool, what little bit I had sitting out here, and I've cleaned up my bolts just a little bit, not perfect, just a little bit, where it looks like something slid over it, maybe a little bit rusty, maybe both. Sorry guys, I thought I had this off, but I'm listening to Casey Kasem, American Top 40, and I guess maybe I got carried away with the song. It runs in the family. Okay, now then, got this. I like all that. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I like all that surface rust. I have more fun. As I said before, I've had some really nice vehicles. I don't mean to brag on something I've had before, but I'm telling you, I've had some really nice vehicles. I guess the nicest one I ever had, let me think. I guess the nicest one I've ever had, as far as being like show quality, I had a 71 Chevelle Super Sport, and it had the factory AM, FM, factory tilt, factory tack, let's see, AC car. It looked like brand new. It was gold and black, gold body with black stripes. A true SS. Had the SS, gauges, it wasn't Malibu or nothing. It was a real deal. I bought it before and then had it restored. I helped on it every day. I helped my friends work on the car every day. And they are professionals. And it cost me dearly to have that car restored. And it sure was a nice car. But I'd get scared to get out in it. Maybe I'm just a nut, but I'd get scared to get out in it. And I had probably the nicest one I ever had was a 66 Chevy El Camino. It's a factory black on black, factory bucket seat console car. Had a 427 big block in it, and a 400 turbo tilt. It AC, and it all worked. I had it fully restored, and there wasn't, new bumpers. All the chrome that goes around the bed on the El Camino. I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but this section up in here that goes around the window on the El Camino is pop metal. Man, You couldn't find that stuff new. I'm talking about back in the 1990s. Anyway, it was a beautiful car, and you could just touch the accelerator, and that thing would just scoot the tires. I mean, it was powerful. And, well, on both of the cars, the Chevelle, the 71 Chevelle Super Sport, and the El Camino, I sold them. But my point is, I had more fun playing with these. I mean, I can't mess it up. I can say stop whenever I want to stop and go whenever I want to go. And if I mess up, I just do it again. Now, like I said, there's nothing wrong with fully restored vehicles. That's fine. You know, everybody's different. But for me, speaking for me, I just like patina style stuff. And, you know, I'm not scared to get out in this one or Papa or the 75 C10 in the backyard sky. You know, it's not really a big deal. I mean, of course, you don't want nothing to happen, of course, but at the same time, every time I got that El Camino out, it seemed like somebody'd pull out in front of me every time. You know, I had disc brakes on the front. It was sharp. I don't mean to brag, but there wasn't a flaw on that car. And I took it to the rod run. I've probably told you this before. In Pigeon Forge, they have a spring and fall rod run. And I took that thing up there. And I wasn't there 15 minutes. And these two guys come up with some overalls on. My wife and I got to the motel. I probably told you this story before, and if I have, I apologize. But my wife and I got up to the motel that we were staying at in Pigeon Forge. And, of course, there's El Camino, so our luggage was in the back. So these two guys come up, like I said, and they didn't, you know what, you can't judge a book by its cover. You really can't. And I learned that lesson that day. Because these two guys, I mean, they weren't dressed up. They looked like they didn't have 50 cents between them. And, you know, we was unloading the car. You know, I hadn't been there just a minute. Got our room, and I was taking stuff out of the back of the El Camino, and these two guys kept hanging around. So either me or my wife, one, was having to hang out with the car to make sure somebody didn't run off with our luggage. Because, you know, like I said, you don't know what people's going to do. Anyway, so one of those guys said, I think I had it priced, remember this is 1990s. See, what did I have? I had it priced for $26,000 or $28,000, which was a gob of money, because I didn't care if I sold it or not. And he said, does it run good? And I said, well, yeah. I said, I just drove it up here. And he said, does the air work? And I said, well, you know, it did last fall when I was driving it, but I said, you know, it's spring, yeah, it's spring rod run. I said, we haven't had a need to turn on the air, but I said, you know, it worked last fall. And he just paid me. He said, I'll take it, and gave me a down payment to hold the car, gave me $1,000 to hold the car for like 30 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes. He said, I got the rest of the money in my room. He didn't drive it. Neither one of them drove it or even offered to drive it. And so, you know, my wife and I guess we're just kind of cautious like people. So, you know, we asked the motel lady that was the manager of the motel, I said, you know, I said, I think we've sold our car. I said, we just got here. And I said, I don't know these people that's buying the car. I said, you know, they're kind of just said they're going to get it. And I said, would you mind if we used your office? I said, they're going to be back in a few minutes. And I said, they're going to pay me the rest of the money for the El Camino. And she said, no, you're more than welcome to use the office, because I didn't want to bring them to my room, really, because I didn't know if I was going to get robbed. You know how you, or like my wife and I are, you expect the worst and hope for the best. So he come back, both of them, and I said, we'll be in the office the lady at the motel said we could use their office. They said, that's just fine. And I said, well, I said, let me tell you this. I said, I said, my wife has a way, a pen that at the time you could buy these pens that you could tell if money was fake or not. And I was trying to give them a way to get out of the deal if they didn't want to, I didn't want to get hoodooed, what I'm saying. So he said, that's fine. So he just laid the money out on the table. My wife counted all of it and marked every $100 bill that he gave us, and it was all real. So, reluctantly, I mean, like I said, I had fun out of it. It was like one of my dream cars. But I said, what are you going to do with it? I gave him the keys and signed the title over and all that. And he said, well, it's going to Florida to a good home. And that's, when he said good home, well, I knew that was probably a good thing to do, I guess. But anyway, I'll never have another vehicle that nice. Of course, I still got my white 62 Impala, but I mean, it don't hold a candle to the El Camino. But see, that's why I'm scared to put money in the 62, because you never know when you have to sell something, or when somebody's going to aggravate you about something. But anyway, that's just me. If you watch my channel, you know I'm a little bit of a nut, strange. So it is what it is. What do you think? Now that I've got y'all's ears bleeding from talking so much, I think that's going to be pretty good. Just a little bit coming through. I figure right in here on the tailgates where just about everybody puts their hands. So I might do it just a hair more. Just because, like I said, you can't really mess up. All you got to do is paint over it again. I think that's going to be good enough. Boy, I tell you, I was dreading this. I really was. Getting up in here, kind of rough on an old guy's knees. So let me go get the leaf blower and I'll blow it out. Hang on. Okay, guys, I'm fixing to blow this out with this here leaf blower. But I thought we might play the song game real quick. If you've never played the song game with me, there's no prizes to be won. There's nothing like that. I don't have anything to give away. But what it is I tell you the lyrics to a song. And what I'm asking you for is the name of the song and the artist or group who sung the song. And I just say the words. I don't sing it or nothing. Y'all will be glad I didn't. But anyway, that's how we play the game. Please don't Google it or anything. It's just a fun little game. If you're driving down the road, you might hear it on the radio. I hear it quite a bit. And mostly my songs that I put on there are from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, I guess. So here it is. You tell me the name of the song and the artist or group who sung the song, okay? Here we go. Ready? I must have been through about 1 million girls. I love them and I leave them alone. I didn't care how much they cried. No, sir. Their tears left me cold as a stone. There you go. Hopefully you'll catch on to it. Just say it in your head a few times, or if you're going down the road, you might hum it. It might come right to you. I'll tell you this much, it's from the 70s. Okay, let's get this leaf blower and see how much dust we can actually stir up. Hold your eyes. That's a lot of dust. Oh, okay. I'll pause it here. I'll get back with you. Okay, the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this. What the heck was it? Satin Almond by Krylon. As you can see, I've already painted the center section here where the trim is supposed to be. My problem is I don't have the trim. So I've got me some tape and I've got it taped up. I took, what did I do with it? Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, sometimes I'm losing my mind. Took the GMC off. I'm going to paint all this because I believe this is supposed to go extend over through here too. So I'm going to hit it with this Satin Almond, do the best I can, and then I can put this back on, and hopefully, you know, it'll be okay. I'm trying to do the best I can on this truck. You know, I'm for sure not a professional, but all you can do is the best you can, isn't it? And I'm having fun. I'm hoping you're having fun watching me. Some of my videos are how not to videos, and some of them seem like there might be pretty good videos to watch. So I hope you're enjoying them. If you are, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see y'all in a bit. Okay guys, I got that done. Got a little bit of overspray here and there, but I'm waiting for this to dry. I'm going to use this tape and tape this up, and I'm going to try to paint this part. Let's see. I might paint this part brown just because it's brown here. Even though I think trim is going to be right here. I don't know. My tape got a little wonky right down in this area. It's not completely straight, but that's okay. If there's trim, it'll cover up all the wonky mistakes. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes, and hopefully I can get this bottom part kind of painted, and it'll look decent. I'm trying to get so much stuff going on with this truck that you you won't even notice the rest of the imperfections and wonky, I guess you could call it. In case you're new to the channel, this truck was born with bucket seats and step-side bed. But the previous owner, Shannon, that's the name of this truck, Shannon, he swapped the bed for a fleet side bed and put in a bench seat. And as you remember, this truck is a GMC, so one more time, if you see a emblem like where it says Chevrolet bow tie, I need one that says GMC if you happen to have one. Maybe somebody will run across one sooner or later, I'm hoping. But I keep picking away at this truck whenever it's weather permitting, trying to get as much done as I can. My friend Brian, he's on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel called GM38. Let me say it again because it's kind of hard to understand, I think. GM Tim 38. GM space Tim 38. And he's got a YouTube channel, and if you go to that channel, you'll see my other truck that's over there goes by the name of Left Turn Bill. The few videos back, I said something about, a few videos back on this channel, Primered is Best, I said something about I had bought a lowering kit, and also I have a, oh my goodness, I've got all new brakes. I was trying to think of all the things that I have new for that truck. New brakes, you know, wheel cylinders, you know, rotors, everything. New brakes for it. See, spark plugs, oil filter, you know, just everything. I think we got spark plug wires and just everything. But like I said, mechanically, I like for everything to be perfect. But really, on the body stuff, I kind of like to make it look like, it's an old patina truck, kind of. So my point is, this conversation, I'll get to it here in a minute. I'm kind of long-winded. I think it's going to be coming home really soon. So I'm trying to get as much done on this 78 GMC truck, Shannon, that I can get done as quick as I can. But, it all depends on weather, because I don't have no place really inside to paint or anything like that. So I do most of my fun stuff, I call it fun, painting and whatnot, in the summertime. So hopefully that's all going to pan out and I'll get Left Turn Bill home. I got plans for Left Turn Bill. I've got a lowering kit bought for this already. If you watched the video here a while back, the one where I got door locks, and oh yeah, I got door locks for this. And I need to, there's a whole bunch still to do on this truck. Anyway, I got a lowering kit 4.6. Waiting on my wheels to come in. I think I've already told you that. Some American Racing Torque Thrust 2s, 20s, 8s, and 10s. And on Left Turn Bill, I got a lowering kit for it. Hang on. Okay, guys, I just painted that brown down here. I'm hoping to get trim, but if not, I've got it painted brown. Got a little spot right here I'll have to doctor up. I'll probably have to get a Q-tip or something and try to doctor that up. A little bit of overspray. I got a little bit of overspray here and there, but that's okay. I'll get it off. Went ahead and flat blacked this metal here, the bumper braces. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I got it done. Don't worry about the taillights having overspray on them, because I've got new taillights for it. So when I ended the video just a second ago, my wife was calling me, and she said she was at her mom's house, if you'll remember, and she said there was a snake in the garage. And they were kind of freaking out, and I just kind of talked to her for a minute, and come to find out these glue traps that I have. If you watch my videos, I've always got a bunch of glue traps. And it caught a snake. And that makes a second snake this summer at my mother-in-law's garage. I don't know how they're getting in, but anyway, it was already dead. So I didn't have to go over there or do anything. And my wife is very capable of handling things like that anyway, so I wasn't really concerned. But I know she didn't want to, but anyway, she took care of it. But that's just another reason why I don't need to be going to the junkyards, because there's snakes. If there's two in my mother-in-law's garage, there's no telling where they're at. I'm expecting to find a snake, anywhere in my garage too. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you this. I'm going to put this back on. We'll see what it looks like here in a minute. Okay, guys, I got it all back on there. I kind of went over that little overspray spot a little bit. It's not the best, but I'll fix it better later on. I've been doing this for probably 5 hours, and I'm starting to get kind of tired. Haven't had anything to eat either, so I'm kind of proud of that. I've been trying to lose a little bit of weight. I need to. But anyway, I'm glad to get that done. This is what I'm most proud of, is this right here. Boy, am I glad to get this done. That's something I was really dreading. And I think my wife is home, Mrs. PIB, and I think that, well, she said she liked the way it looked, so it's all good. Real proud of that. I think when we put some Penetrol on it, it's really gonna look good. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, I've been meaning to ask y'all this for a long time. Say, hey, she made it back home to me safe and sound. Yeehaw. Anyway, I was going to ask you about this. I don't know if I've ever even pointed it out. What do you think about that air dam, air deflector, whatever you want to call it? I was asking GM Tim about it, and he said it's off of an S10. So, it doesn't look too bad, does it? I mean, really? I don't know if the lights work, and I really don't care. But, I've been thinking about putting one on a couple of times on some of my trucks, and I'm just not sure, but that one doesn't look too bad, in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think. He said it's from an S10. He didn't put it on. It's on there to begin with when he bought the truck. And if he hadn't have bought that 87 four-wheel drive Chevy truck, I'm sorry, GMC truck, 87. One of the videos I kept calling it a 78, and he watched the video and he said, why was you calling it a 78? And I said, I don't know. I said, sometimes in my head I get numbers, you know, turned around. So instead of being a 64, that's my age now. I've been telling everybody I'm 46. Oh, anyway, but no, I am 64. Anyway, let me know what you think about the air dam, and let me know what you think about how old Shannon is coming along. I'm almost to the point of being able to start doing some patina style on this truck. Boy, I'm going to like that when I put penetrol on it. That's going to look good. I'm glad to get all that done too. I'm trying to get all the painting done so I can get on it and put some penetrol on it before left turn Bill gets here. Boy, if I just had that trim. Anyway, it'll come in whenever the Lord wants me to have it. He'll let me have it. So I just got to be patient. I'm always saying that. I got to be patient. Anyway, let me know what you think about Shannon. To me, it's come a long way since I got it. Just a couple of weeks ago. If you're interested in this truck, I've got lots of videos on it. And oh, by the way, I'll tell you this real quick. Had a friend of mine that watches my YouTube channel that actually I used to work with, and he called me the other day, and he's got some GMC center caps. He said, I was watching your video about your 78 GMC truck, Shannon, and he said, I noticed you had Chevy bow ties on your center caps. He said, I got some GMCs if you'd like to buy them. And I said, well, I'll just take them. So anyway, I don't know when my wheels will come in, the torque thrust. I told him, I said, I've ordered some torque thrust wheels for it. But I said, I'm still waiting for him to come into the shop where he's going to call me when he gets them. So maybe, I'm hoping, you know, that'll be in the next few days. But in any case, it won't hurt to have some GMCs, will it? So anyway, that's some more good news. So anyway, I'll end the video here. Like I said, I appreciate you watching the video. First of all, I know sometimes it gets kind of boring, and I apologize for that, but it's just work. So it's just all work, but it's almost getting to the good part for me. So anyway, you're watching Primer Is Best on YouTube right now, and if you would like and subscribe, I would appreciate it. Leave me a constructive comment. I'm hoping to hear from somebody that's got some dang tailgate trim, yeah, and trim for the bed, side trim, bed, side trim, whatever. It's a long day and I'm getting tired, I guess you can tell. Also, I have a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget. Man on a Budget. That is me. And I'm on Instagram, Primer Is Best, and Instagram Man on a Budget 1. And also, I'm on Primer Is Best on Facebook. My wife is going to start doing a better job of doing the Facebook part. I'm doing the videoing for the most part, and loading it on YouTube, and she does some editing for me now and again, and then I'm putting, you know, the Instagrams and all that. It's kind of like, almost like kind of like a full-time job, but I get to meet such interesting people from YouTube, which is y'all. So that's what kind of keeps me going, and I hope y'all feel the same way about me. Y'all have a great day. God bless each and every one of y'all. I sure do appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you the next time on Primer Is Best. Y'all stay safe. God bless y'all. See you later.